Welcome to iBiZZtax channel.
CA part to key in this asset. So we can put in external hard disk. Okay, year acquired is actually year of assessment, so it's 2025. Okay, so for asset type, normally you can also put it under capital expenditure. Capital expenditure, expense off to P&L. Alright, so since this is 200 ringgit, right, we actually can claim small value asset. Okay, so you have to put in the original cost, the qualifying cost, and also the cost addition. Alright, so once you complete your data entry here, you click on submit. Then the CA will be calculated here. You have the AA 200 here. Alright. For a motor vehicle. Okay, for CA, you may for CA, for those cases that maybe you just join or started using our software, here is a space for you to key in the unabsorbed CA brought forward. So you just put in the total amount, and system will capture the amount and keep track the amount for you. Okay. And then you may be curious what are the buttons for manual CA and manual ACA for. So for manual CA, sometimes we will use it perhaps maybe when we want to calculate estimation like for your 6-month, 9-month revision. So you can actually put in the figures and do a tax computation out. But bear in mind, if you have chosen manual CA, it will actually override all the CA calculated by our software. Alright, so sometimes users may accidentally click on this amount and then no CA will appear in their tax computation, although there's amount in the schedule CA. So there won't be amounts being reflected in the tax computation page. Alright. Then we also have manual ACA, where you will be able to key in the accelerated capital allowance amount, because currently our system is actually using 0 and 100, IA 0, AA 100 as a benchmark to calculate the amount. But actually we have more items that are under ACA. So we also have these for users to calculate and put in these amounts, because this is actually being reflected in Form C. Alright. So another example that I would like to show you all is the how do we key in control transfer? Okay, so for example, we have another car, maybe a Proton. Okay, the year acquired was maybe 2025, because we actually control transfer in this year. Okay. So the IAA, the original, always remember the original cost will be the acquisition cost of the transferee. Okay, so it won't be my acquisition cost, it will be always the transferee's acquisition cost. So maybe you have a 30K here. Okay, but when you bought the asset, right, you maybe need to just pay 20K. Okay, so when you buy the asset, then it's actually 20K. Always remember, your qualifying cost will always be the same as the cost addition, which is also the 20K. Alright. Okay, then you choose control transfer in and click on submit. Alright. So in this case, because there's no RV brought forward, so there's no CA to be claimed. Okay. So let's say for this Peru Dual MyV, we have another item where perhaps this one is not control transfer in, but we actually want to control transfer out. So the same applies. You just need to choose control transfer out. Then the asset will not have any balancing allowance or balancing charge. Alright. One more thing, our system also have the function for clawback of capital allowances. So let's say this asset was actually acquired. I need to change the year. Let's say it's acquired in 2024. Okay, the qualifying cost brought forward was 3K and no addition. Alright, so the residual value. Okay, so when I dispose this fixed asset, I would like to have clawback of capital allowance claim. So I'll actually choose par 71 schedule 3 applied and submit, and the balancing charge will be calculated based on whatever CA that I claimed before. Alright,